Timeism. Attitudes behind the existential meltdown. Before reviewing any of the existential meltdown segments, you should review the 24-and-4 slideshow. The world's outlook is very depressing, and it is important to have hope if someone says there is no Santa Claus. Bad attitudes are behind the core cancers contributing to our existential meltdown. Can you get something for nothing? No, something has to come from somewhere. Someone has to give up something if someone else gets something without doing some work. When someone gets something for nothing, it is only an illusion, for which re-inspecting will show the absolute true source. Time is wasted when someone gets something for nothing. The false belief that one can get something for nothing increasingly consumes people's time. Time that is wasted and time that is part of the existential meltdown. The Japanese have a saying that the most expensive things in life are first free. Free parking becomes an expensive towing nightmare. Free lunches are paid for some, while other people can't afford to buy lunch. Free love becomes an 18-year financial obligation. Many are the people who wish they had never had their first free financial advice, which cost them their life savings. There are no tax-free hotels, including hell, where the cost of room and board are the wages of sin. Tax-free is tax prison for others, for cutting one person's taxes increases another person's taxes. Tax-free is really tax shifting. Tax-free is the admission price to social, economic, and political collapse, an expensive tax system. The time wasted by people wanting freebies is time that could be spent solving problems. If all the gambling time beyond Las Vegas went into communities instead of casinos, we would have fewer problems. Gambling is one of the victimless vices that is taxing humanity to death in the currency that really counts, our time. Like the tobacco industry, the gaming industry is targeting the next generation for another throw and row of greed. I'm okay, you're okay, not okay. Freedom does not come from merely being, as indicated by this something-for-nothing psychobabble. Freedom from problems comes from solving problems. Respect, given without re-inspecting, is self-defeating of a person who is a true problem solver. Rubber stamp the validation of each human being as a problem solver is a personal attitude for a lesser existence. You are okay only if you create more time than you consume. That is, if you are not a cancer to others and to your world. Like little kids being told that they don't have to worry about becoming problem solvers, adults are being told that they don't have to solve problems to be happy. People who need people are the luckiest people? No, people who need people are the loneliest people. Lonely people lose more time than they create. A world of losers melts down into a lost world. Being a loner is not being lonely any more than lacking money makes you poor. Poor values and poor attitudes make you poor. You are somebody only when you create time. When you waste, destroy, or murder time, you are nobody or less. Whether you are a part of the overall solution or a part of the overall problem is the balance of your time creation and destruction. Is this not what each cancer cell cries out as it consumes more resources than it produces, metastasizing an existential meltdown that destroys the system upon which it depends? An individual with this attitude is a cancer to self, others, and existence. A famous philosopher, René Descartes, justified God's existence by the expression, "I think, therefore I am," or cogito ergo sum. The truth is that if you create time, then you exist, plain and simple. Genesis was about God proving his existence with time. If you destroy time as a way of life, then you trash your world and waste your life. The attitude behind consumerism is, the more I waste, the more important I am. Wasto ergo sum. Carcinogenic crap. Rodin's thinker, cogito or wasto ergo sum. More and more people realized that they did more than waste their vote in 2000. They wasted our future. Wasto ergo dum. As summarized in the federal budget, many people live beyond their means as they lie to themselves about their value to humanity. They steal from the future to live beyond their means today. These self-lies from bad attitudes are more than financial, as seen in a record, unending, exponential explosion of financial bankruptcy. The quicksand into which financial excesses sink are people living beyond their mental, emotional, intellectual, and caring means. With the rise in ADHD, it is unlikely that people will pull themselves back to live within their means. Each lie beyond one's means is a stopwatch, counting one's wasted time, time taken from humanity and existence. Victimhood is a self-defeating attitude derived from once being a victim but not working to get over it. As this chart shows, real victims are young people who are virtually defenseless before the wows, wiles, and wrongs of older people. If you physically survive your victimization, you need to move on and not milk it. Victimization is like slavery. It is bad when someone enslaves you, but worse when you enslave yourself. Because of professional co-enablers who have a financial stake in victimhoods, America has a human population of 280 million, but victim population of 1.3 trillion. Everyone is a victim many times over. With the existential meltdown, the continual victimization game is going to change, for the continual victimizers will not have the resources to co-enable and worsen the self-victimizers. They too will confront the cancer of their counsel, sink or swim. This former victim, who has not found someone that he cannot out-victim, has moved on, but he does not forget nor forgive those who are the original victimizers and continual victimizers. Humanity is dying because our attitudes are problem-causing cold lines rather than problem-solver hotlines. Each unsolved problem fuels the meltdown of our existence.